Welcome to the Epic Story AI channel. Today we will talk about the Titanic. Discover the true story of the world's most famous ship. Beyond the movie lie the real events. Subscribe for more.
April 10th, 1912. Thousands gathered at Southampton Harbor to witness the departure of the most ambitious ship ever built. Her name was Titanic. At 882 feet long, Titanic was the largest passenger ship on Earth. Many believed she was the safest ship ever created. Built in Belfast, Ireland, by more than 15,000 workers, Titanic represented the peak of human engineering. Inside, Titanic offered luxury unlike anything the world had seen before. It was often called a floating palace. At noon, Titanic began her maiden voyage to New York City, carrying more than 2,200 passengers and crew. For 4 days, the voyage was nearly perfect. The Atlantic Ocean remained calm, and life aboard felt peaceful. But hundreds of miles ahead, giant icebergs drifted south into one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Throughout April 14th, nearby ships sent multiple warnings about dangerous ice fields ahead. Despite the warnings, Titanic continued through the night at nearly full speed. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted something directly ahead. An iceberg. The bridge ordered an immediate turn. But Titanic was simply too large to avoid the obstacle completely. Moments later, the iceberg scraped along the starboard side, tearing open sections of the hull below the waterline. At first, many passengers barely noticed the collision. Some even joked about it. Deep below deck, seawater rushed into multiple compartments.
We can't stop the flooding! Get everyone out of here now!
The damage was catastrophic. Ship designer Thomas Andrews soon delivered the terrible news. Titanic would sink. The crew immediately began uncovering the lifeboats. But there was a serious problem. There were not enough seats for everyone on board. Most passengers still didn't believe the ship was in danger. Titanic looked calm and stable. As a precaution, women and children were ordered into the first lifeboats.
Ladies, step forward, carefully now.
Many lifeboats left only half full. Passengers refused to believe the ship was sinking. Meanwhile, Titanic's wireless operators sent desperate distress calls across the Atlantic. The nearest ship capable of helping was the Carpathia, more than 50 miles away. On board Titanic, the freezing temperature continued to drop. The situation was becoming more serious by the minute. To keep passengers calm, Titanic's band continued playing music as the ship slowly settled deeper into the ocean. By 1:30 in the morning, the bow was noticeably lower than before. Panic began to spread. Families became separated in the confusion. Some would never see each other again, would never see each other again. As the final lifeboats departed, hundreds of people remained trapped aboard the doomed vessel. Water surged across the forward decks. The ship's angle increased dramatically. At around 2 a.m., Titanic's bow disappeared beneath the surface of the Atlantic. Lights continued glowing across the ship. Thousands watched in disbelief. Then the enormous stress became too much. The ship began to break apart. The bow section plunged toward the ocean floor, while the stern briefly remained above water. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912, Titanic vanished beneath the ocean forever. The water temperature was close to 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Survival time was measured in minutes. From the lifeboats, survivors listened helplessly as cries for help echoed across the sea. As dawn approached, the rescue ship Carpathia finally arrived at the disaster site. One by one, the survivors were pulled aboard and given food, blankets, and medical care. Out of more than 2,200 people aboard Titanic, only about 700 survived. More than a century later, Titanic remains one of history's greatest maritime tragedies, a powerful reminder that nature can humble even mankind's most ambitious creations.